What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tosh MC, and
It's your girl Nika.
we are here with Convos with Creatives. This is our very first episode. So, Nika, how you feeling today?
Feeling great. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling like things are aligning finally.
Yeah,
And I'm happy to be here with you.
I'm happy to be here with you.
Don't get
Don't make me
emotional.
blush. All right, y'all. So, just a little background with us. We've been talking about a podcast for months now, if not a year.
Yeah, literally been talking about it for a while. It's crazy because just a year ago we did our first major event outside of our own. So yeah,
Yes.
that's
So,
when we started the process in June of last year.
crazy. Oh yeah, y'all. We just been kind of working these streets, working our magic in the music industry and the behind the scenes type of ordeal, and just mingling with people, networking, and we always say we're gonna have somewhere for them to come. So
Yeah.
now we
literally
got
had the
it.
moves. We had the moves, and now we're like, you know what? It's so typical for us to have these type of conversations just on a regular, running into people anywhere and everywhere. So it's like, why not bring it to the forefront?
Okay, so it's about that time. So
It
with
is.
that being said, let's go ahead and get into the vibes.
Wait, let's cheers.
Oh, let's cheers.
Okay.
Let's cheers.
Cheers to Convos with Creatives and it blowing up. Shout out to the lab.
Yeah, shout out to the lab
Cheers
and
to
Tay
the- yeah.
and Iconic
Yeah.
and everybody that walk up and through here.
Yeah.
Amen.
And everyone to come.
Hello. So,
I got that bub. Okay. Now, speaking of, setting this off and being, around the creatives, I feel like, we should share a little bit of how we got here.
I'm first?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. So, how did we get here? Just us or ourselves? Like,
Our backgrounds.
how we met or in general?
No, how did you start? I mean, we can talk about how we met. Let's back this up.
Yeah, let's back the truck up.
So, about, let's see, 5 years ago, because it was 2018. Oh, was it 2019?
No, it was 2019.
2019, the year I graduated.
And my 19th birthday.
Yes. So the girls would come over, and let the shenanigans shenan. And one night, Tosh is up at my apartment, lit, turned up. I mean, dancing, having herself a ball. And I'm like, girl, it's crazy because we met in the same program, but I wasn't her mentor. But it's just like, it ended up just.
I wish.
It ended up being great though. Like, even though it was crazy because you would say like, "Oh, I wish I met you sooner," but it never stopped.
No, it didn't.
It never stopped.
It really did, and for it to be so random, because me personally, I didn't know Nika. I just knew they were going over there. I just knew girls was going over there. My closest friends. So I'm like, all right, well, they got somewhere to go for me, on my 19th, so let's go ahead and get it cracking. And when I say I acted a plum fool on her bedroom floor, I'm doing dance routines. I'm still out of, I got the high school mindset from being on the dance.
Yeah, very much major rent in the middle of my apartment.
Yes.
My 2-bedroom apartment.
Yep.
It's okay.
Right on your floor, on the carpet.
And you were caught in 4K.
Yes.
I love that, though, because we're going to have something to look back on.
Some memories, right. Yeah. And then, so I finally, so now the background on me. So I initially started off as a business management major with a concentration in entrepreneurship, which did not last long, y'all. When I got to my second semester, I was in IT. I'm not a technology type of girl. Like, I am when it comes to media, but anything outside of media, it's not me. So, got into a class, we making payroll and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay. I took a test, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I got a 0 on the test. I said, it ain't no way.
Wrap it up.
Something ain't saved or something, because it ain't no way I got a 0. I thought you get a little point for your name or something.
Girl, a 0 is crazy.
A 0 is crazy when I'm acing all the classes.
Yeah.
So as soon as that happened, I was like, I gotta withdraw from this class. I withdrew from the whole major and said, let's go to something I actually want to do. Because in management, even though I'm an entrepreneur now, just doing being in business management, it's way different. They push you to they just show you how to run somebody else's businesses. So the classes that I was most successful in were the entrepreneurship courses, and it was like a lot of stuff that I already knew, but it was also stuff that I really enjoyed. So everything else was just downhill. So after that, switched to multimedia journalism, and when I got in those courses, everything just started going up.
Yeah.
Like it just started going up, and then just having my time there and in the courses. Now, I didn't get into music and management until my junior year, but a lot of people will always ask me, everybody, y'all know everybody in college, everybody trying to make music or they trying to be a drug dealer. It's no in between. It's both. So everybody asking me to listen to their music, see how it sounds. I'm like, why me?
Yeah.
Why are you
asking
asking me?
Your story.
Yes, I'm like, but why me out of all people that you asking? Because I don't have no experience in this, whatever. Started doing that. So then when I was just giving them all of that insight and just giving them all the, the juice of how they should improve or what they should do, I was like, okay, I'm going to go into artist development. Yeah. Like, that's my thing. I might as well. It really just fell in my lap, but with everything going on, I took a love for media because I thought I wanted, still to this, well, it kind of fall together. I was like, I want my own TV show.
Yeah.
So,
you're a big producer.
Okay. And that's the only reason I switched my major. So for me to be here now and just to be in this room and we record, and it means a lot because I'm like, we don't know where this going to go.
Yeah.
So,
go places.
Exactly. And then especially because I had already did a podcast, but it was so much just by myself. So I ain't gonna lie, I was consistent for a hot second, and then real quick it just got overwhelming, having to do everything by myself. So I was like, all right, we're gonna put this on the shelf. We just gonna put it on the shelf. So yeah,
we got you. It woke back up.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did not know what I wanted to do. When it came to school, I was always like into school, very like nerdy. Like I want my grades to be good. But everybody was like, oh, what are you going to do? Like teacher? Are you going? No, I'm not interested in being a teacher at all. So I picked journalism. I think it was mass media maybe was the initial concentration. But the day of orientation is when I changed it to PR, and I did not have a clear understanding of what that was. So fast forward, I started like really promoting real heavy like parties. And that morphed into me just knowing, I already love social media, but like knowing how to like get the retweets, get the likes, get the people to share it. I was really happy, you know what I'm saying, to say that, okay, it worked out with PR because I didn't know initially what that looked like.
Right.
So, doing the social media internships and steadily promoting all of that. Once I graduated, I didn't know what I was going to do. However, I was supposed to graduate 2020. I graduated in 2019. Of course, 2020, the pandemic hit. So everything is now digital. So everything that I was doing starting in 2016 blossomed into what everybody needed in 2020. So after 2020, of course, I moved here in 2021. I moved to Charlotte. And I don't know what happened, but it's just like things took off within like maybe a year because we did our first event in Greensboro. We did Spotlight Mixing.
Oh yeah, last February.
Yeah, that if you know, you know.
Okay.
But that catapulted everything for me, and it's crazy because me and Tosh, here go again, just ironic. I had a conversation with Kaylin about wanting to do a live like R&B type of ordeal, and Tosh hit me like, I want to do an event or like a showcase for artists. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely on board because I already was thinking something similar, like, let's do it. And here we are. I love it. I love that for us. Shout out to Crosby, the Crosby kids.
Oh, yeah, Crosby kids, North Carolina.
And see, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't gonna, they be.
I'm going to give Aggie pride every time.
Can I get a plan?
Don't play.
Oh, okay.
We love Aggies.
Right.
Nothing else.
We do, though. All right.
So, about this Q&A. Because y'all got some questions.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
And I got some answers.
Let's get it.
All right, so let's start it off. Go ahead on. Would there be a spotlight mixer this year? The plan is absolutely. And I'll leave it at that. Stay tuned. If you follow me, then you know you'll see some updates. So yeah, my answer is yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweetie, it's coming.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, of course, we're partners, so everything by God's grace, it will happen. But y'all just look out. I mean, when we start posting, make sure you own it. If you asking a question, make sure that you're ready to purchase. Thank you.
Period. All right, next question. Go ahead, read it.
Okay, to the right or to
the right.
Okay. What advice would you give to upcoming artists? As an artist development specialist, I have plenty of tips for upcoming artists. But first, I would just say find you. Know who you. The first thing I always tell people when they ask me for for my expertise or what they need, find out who you are and what you want to project to your audience, because a lot of people just go into it just having fun, which is fine. Have fun, do what you do, but know who you are. Like, know who you are, know what you want to put out, and know what audience you are trying to grasp, because I feel like that's the basics. That's really the basics. If you want to take this serious and just grow and be authentic, that's what really matters. Don't try to follow a trend. Do what works best for you. So just find yourself, find your sound, and just try to stand out. But I wouldn't even say just try to stand out. Be creative. Don't be lazy. I can go on and on and on again. And if you can try to do it, independent, but just know that you're going to have to work 10 times as hard. So if you plan on being an independent artist, get your resources together. Don't just...
And your funds up.
Yeah. Don't just sit on your ass. Yeah, sorry, because this is a sensitive topic. Real. Do not just sit on your ass and expect that everything is going to come. If you're not putting yourself in these rooms, we're in Charlotte, so there's always events. There's always open mics. Don't feel like you're too good to go to an open mic because you want to be on this type of caliber or whatever the case is. You never know who's going to be in that audience. And if you want to be so big, you can't be scared to talk to people.
Okay, and you can't be afraid to perform either. Especially if you want some practice. Like, come on, it's gonna practice make perfect. So don't let yourself don't talk yourself out of an opportunity.
Yeah, and think about it like this. This is what I say. If you were to make it tonight, if your song was to blow up tonight, would you be ready to perform tomorrow? And if the answer is no, then you got some work to do.
For sure, that's a gem. Snip that. Okay. Yeah.
You have some work to do. Simple.
My advice to upcoming artists, I could piggyback off a lot of that. Show up. Show up to the events. Go and shake hands with people. Go tour studios. First of all, I'm always posting events. Tasha posts events. If there are showcases, we'll go ahead and share it on our story. And there are other pages too. Shout out to Ty and Carolina Music and Events. There's no reason why you should not be performing at least twice a month. That's minimum.
That's the minimum, yeah.
That's minimum. And not just in your city. If you can only pull a crowd out in your city, then you need to branch out. It's time, babe.
Yeah.
It's time for you to get out of that comfort zone and go to another city and figure out, okay, cool. How can I branch out to these people? Again, you never know who's in the room. There may be DJs who are breaking records. There may be people just visiting town, but you don't know who they're connected to. People have a lot of different platforms. They don't walk around with a name tag on. You may not know the face behind those platforms, but you'll never know if you don't show up and show out. Like, come on. And consistency. Be consistent. On the consistency. Just because you don't get a specific outcome initially doesn't mean that it won't happen. So you can't let that deter you from going. It's like a uphill battle. A lot of the times, you're going to feel like it's not working out, or maybe it's just not working out according to your timeline. But if you're not consistent, then you're not gonna go far.
Exactly.
That's all the greats have just stuck to what I'm saying. Not even to what they know, but they ain't never stopped working.
Exactly. And just to add on to that as well, if you're not being consistent, people are gonna wonder where you at, and if you don't come back, or if you don't come back soon enough, they off you.
Yeah, traction. It's a real thing, for real, for real. If you got it, you got a buzz, I say keep it going. Don't just push out something mediocre just to say you did it. But even if you're steady, Lola, for example, Don't Play With It was out long before she did the performance and that went viral. So even if you're not trying to push out like, or mainly focus on a project, or, you know what I'm saying, pushing out something different. Like, as long as you're consistent with promoting, because I feel like, I don't want to say it's a fine line. It's a way to do it, though. You don't want to push a song just for a month and leave it at that.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't want to string something along that just genuinely is not working, or refuse to add on to what you're doing.
Right. And I feel like if you truly believe in it, then push it. If you think that that's the hit, then push it. Because just to go off the Lola Brooke thing, like with Don't Play With It, she pushed that for a year. When she did that off the top performance, it had been nearly a year since she had dropped the song. So
Summer Jam, what is it?
It's still going.
Medicine. It was somewhere she it's
what with Lil' Kim?
No, who brought her out? It was a rapper. I forgot who it was, but she couldn't. Yeah, it might have been in Brooklyn, but she just couldn't believe that she was on that big of a stage. I forgot, y'all. Don't judge. But yeah,
I want to say it was Lil' Kim that brought her out.
I thought it was a male rapper. I mean,
or
even
Future.
that.
Future it was Future. Yeah. And then I think she brought Lil' Kim, or vice versa.
I'm just glad to see her doing her thing.
Honestly. Yeah, same.
Shout out to Lola. Okay.
Play with that.
Oh, the next question. What do you think is the smartest way to promote or market yourself? Yeah, to promote and market. I guess, as an entrepreneur, or I guess a business in general. What you think?
Well, we kind of had a little chit chat before.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not a smartest way. It's just how you do it. So to get the biggest reach, of course, social media. Social media is the most convenient source of promotion, but it is about how you do it. So if you're it depends on what you're trying to promote yourself for. Are you trying to get more clients? Like me personally, I'm an esthetician, so I know how it is to have to get clients, try to, promote for clientele, things like that. If that's the case, then utilizing hashtags that fit what you're doing in your area surrounding yours. I noticed even my hashtags work the best on TikTok, and I'm not that consistent on TikTok for my business, but a lot of my clients that are moving, that are either coming down here or, visiting, they find me on TikTok. So just expand your reach, and also just stay consistent, because it's hard. Yeah. It's real hard, and just get creative. Again, like same thing with artists, with pushing their music and things like that. Just be creative. The wildest things that you think of, you'd be better off just going ahead and doing it before somebody else does it, and just pushing it however you can. Do in person. Word of mouth is the biggest thing. Have business cards. Put them up at beauty supply stores, things like that, depending on what you do. I'm just talking from a beauty standpoint, but if you're an artist, put them in studios. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just utilize your resources, or utilize the resources that you use. Yeah. I feel like that's what makes the most sense to me, but
I would say also, in a nutshell, just put yourself out there. Yeah. Like, wherever that space is, go there. If you're an artist, then you're going to want to show up at showcases. You're going to want to go ahead and let people know, especially like, say you're a producer or something. Definitely. You want to go to the showcases where the artists are. If you are in the beauty industry, I would go to different hair salons, nail salons. Of course, don't go to, like, if you're doing nails, don't go to nobody's nail shop. But you know what I'm saying? Go where the women are. Go to different stores and stuff where they work, because they're going to talk. I know I like to talk to people, especially if you do lashes. So I'm sure somebody say, yeah, girl, I went here this weekend and this mobile bartender was there. And you're like, oh, girl. Right. And then they're going to plug you in. Am I wrong?
They are.
Okay, so cool. Put yourself out there. And as far as social media, I don't like to look at it as just social media, because I feel like it's starting, people kind of like frown their nose up at it, but I look at it as more as like content. What are you producing? Because it's literally, what do you think these brands are doing, paying people to go record? That's a commercial.
No, that's the thing. UGC, it's UGC creators.
Yes, UGC creators are making bank. I'm telling you, like, just off of producing good quality content. That's another thing. Good quality, not quantity. quantity is part. Let's touch on that too, because I feel like some people don't think that or they think that posting once is enough.
Absolutely not.
That's false. I can promise you that. Especially if, why would you only put yourself out there one time? That's like going and passing out one business card.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do it? What?
And don't rely on your homies and them,
Oh yeah,
gang them,
your family
to repost your stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's if you're trying to expand your reach. If you're only reaching to the people who are linked to the people that you already know, it's a step. But if you could be doing much bigger than that, then that's what you need to focus on.
That should be your aim, always expanding your audience. Like if you're not doing that, then it's really defeating the purpose, if you ask me. But overall, just making sure that you utilize what you have to do the best that you can to reach the people who you want to reach. If you're a hairstylist, you need to be showing how-tos. You need to be showing me good products, bad products. You need to show me ways to tie my hair up or ways to style it. Like, break all of that down. Just because it comes to you easily doesn't mean that it comes to others easily. Social media is TikTok is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Common sense ain't that common. So make the content, put it out. Stop thinking that you gotta look perfect. That woman who be doing the mesh up, the DJ mixes with the 27 piece, she be with her big T-shirt on in the bathroom every video. Stop playing. Y'all better go on and record something. Say what?
I'm like the 27 piece.
Yeah.
And y'all, just another thing before we, get off of that, but people are nosy. So that's another thing that I noticed. Some of my top, because we drop gems here. I'm not a gatekeeper. One, like my best type of content that goes up would be, of course, like installs and things like that, but definitely like my behind the scenes or a day in the life with me doing certain things. Like people just want to see your process.
Yeah.
They want to see a before, they want to see after, but just be a little bit more creative with it. All right, so next, what separates you from other brand strategists?
Okay. Well, I would say more so for content, for being a content strategist, I really like getting to know people. Like, I want to be as specific to you as I can. Like, even with my friends, if I see something that I feel like works with your brand, I send it to you. Like, and that goes for anybody. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you for the vouch. So it's like, I like making things very personable. I don't like people thinking that trends mean they have to copy people. So I like to make sure that people know that they can personalize things because we're not basic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what separates me, honestly, because I'm just like, it's your girl. Like, we can be friends. I'm going to talk to you like a friend. Yeah, for sure. Next question.
She's very particular.
Yeah. Let's do the last one.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I want to do both. As a brand strategist, do you believe someone should have a particular niche? And the answer for me is it's not required, but you do want to try to focus on something. So even if, for instance, the girl, her ad name on TikTok is like barbecue sauce on my tits or something.
Yes, I love her.
Yeah, so for her, like, she might be doing her makeup in one video, doing hair in another video, might be talking, just ranting, but under that is just entertainment. Yeah. Like, she's funny. So, you know what I'm saying? That would be her niche. Like, you can group things. For me, I would say mine is more like, I don't want to say behind the scenes, but like covering different things. You know what I'm saying? So I like to show like different aspects of my life. Like, we going to try stuff.
Right.
Look at my plans. I just hung these curtains up. You know, so like
maybe, lifestyle.
Yeah, like day in the life type of thing, because I want to provide like value too. And for you, like, you wear many hats. But I feel like they all.
I'm over here like hat.
Okay, no pun intended.
Okay.
I feel like yours is like beauty and entertainment, because you have like the media side of things, and then you have like you doing your hair.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't have to have a certain niche, but it needs to make sense, because your audience is gonna look like, what am I going to follow her for? Because it's something that you're providing on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That I would want to see. So are you going to be trying on clothes most of the time? Are you going to be ranting most of the time, making me laugh?
Or what?
Yeah. So kind of figure out what it is that you want to grouping under. If you can break it down, like for me, media, lifestyle, culture, business / entrepreneurship. I feel like a lot of things can go under those subcategories.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one and then go out from there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. Oh, this gonna counter. This will be kind of like a counter argument,
That's
slightly.
okay. Go ahead.
But me personally, I think just because I always, it depends on how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can have multiple different niches, and it still work out. It's just that how are you gonna allot that time? Because that's kind of with me. When I first started out, everybody was telling me, "Oh, you should start. You need to just focus on one thing and then do it." And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I just never been the person to sit down and do one thing." But I think that's also what makes me different. Like a lot of my friends call me Miss Make It Happen. Like so, I just play off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like just doing whatever I feel, but at the same time, everything kind of ties into each other. My two, I would say my two main niches or whatever are beauty and music, beauty and entertainment. Like that's just what it is. But you can't have entertainment without the beauty side. Like everybody not just walking up looking crazy. So it kind of ties to each other. So if they complement one another and they can work seamlessly, then I do think that they can work. But if you're not going to put in the time to equally set on both of them so they can both grow, then yes, focus on one and then add on one.
I also want to add real quick, it can be determined by your platforms because you could, you know what I'm saying? Instagram could be good for one thing while TikTok is good for another. So if you like vlogging or you like videos, then TikTok will be your thing. Not to say you can't do that on Instagram, but it's just a matter of, because some people have a lot of followers on TikTok from the material that they create, but their Instagram or their Twitter doesn't look the same. And it really just depends on how you want to shape your audience and if you're willing to cater, to both sides. Because if you do more like provide more information like graphics with infographics, you know what I'm saying, like carousel, if you like that type of thing, Instagram is going to be your thing. There is an option for that on TikTok, but it's just a matter of where is your audience, where's their focus. We can dive into that more one day if y'all really want to.
Yeah, just let us know.
For sure. All right, last question.
All right, so do you feel like you need social media to have a prosperous business? I'll start. In this day and age, absolutely. I won't say you need it, but because okay, boom, as an entrepreneur, I would say that my biggest form of recommendations or things like that is through word of mouth. But I didn't get to word of mouth without using social media to get my clients. So it's just like at this point, if you are not using social media, then you kind of cutting yourself short. I feel like people who have already been established and things like that, it's easier for them to navigate without social media. But if you don't have it, then things are going to be kind of slow for you. In my opinion, but probably realistically as well, just because you're behind the time. Like you're behind what's going on right now. And social media not going nowhere. They just adding more and more stuff. They revamping Instagram every other week.
More platforms are coming. We'll talk about that too.
My granny on TikTok.
Mine too.
Hello, love you. Love you, Bookie. But if you do need social media in order to have a prosperous business, in order to have a prosperous music career, a singing career, a beauty career, anything, whatever, you need it. And don't let you try to sell products without social media.
Because if you don't do it, somebody else will. And you might not like the review videos that they got on TikTok, and then people got to come say themselves in the comments. I don't think that you got to build your own. You got to build your own identity and make sure that you're. Are you done? I don't want to cut you off.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm good.
I feel like social media needs to be looked at as a means of expansion. If you look at it like that, then you be like, okay, it is a tool. It's not just go scroll. You know what I'm saying? You put the time and effort into your social media, it can take you places, because if you're doing word of mouth, then that's going to be kind of like central, you know? But if you have a page that people can be referred to, because I might walk past this girl in the store and she asked me, oh, where did you get your lashes done at? And I tell her Tosh. Ain't nobody calling Tosh phone number.
No.
She got a website.
And don't text me, because if I got a client, I ain't answering.
So if she didn't have a social media page, then I wouldn't be able to refer her. That's like an artist. Oh Lord, like how am I supposed to show people that you create music and you do well and you have this type of presence and this type of creativity in your videos if you don't have a social media page that reflects it? I tell everybody, your Instagram is like a portfolio.
You just snatched the words off my tongue.
It is a portfolio. That is like a walking resume.
Yeah.
Just to show the people what you got going on. Your TikTok is gonna show more personality, showing the process. And people love that. Like that, why do you think people stay on TikTok for hours? So look at social media as a means to just expand and show your business. Like people are on their phones all the time. If you work it the right way and you don't focus so much on things being perfect or what everybody else got to say,
Exactly.
Like I'm side-eyeing the people who only want to post once because why are you scared? So yeah, look at it as look at it as a means of expansion and then go about your business and prosper.
As you should.
Okay. Oh.
All right. It's time for our crazy story. You ready?
I am.
Get into it.
So let's just talk about the fact that I really didn't like what Chica did.
First of all, wait a minute. Who is Chica?
She's an artist.
Okay. Okay.
So for those of you who are not on Twitter, what happened was she went on a full-blown rant about how these little girls was on a plane in first class crying.
Babies, 3-year-olds.
So she goes on a rant calling them names. Well, you should have just put them in the back of, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are they in first class? Just very negative in terms of speaking about a child, and it really got out of hand. Her tweets are now private, protected, whatever, but you can find the screenshots if you missed it. So fast forward, come to find out, that's Zonique baby she was talking about. Zonique.
TIP.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah. So I'm like, I really didn't like that simply because it's like, it's a child. You're mad because you got woken up out of your sleep on a first class flight. I don't care, girl.
But at the end of the day, dogs bark.
Yeah.
Kids cry. For you to go that far and then to blame it, I'm not going to mention the things that she blamed it on because I don't want to sound insensitive. But it's like, at the end of the day, girl.
Yeah.
Girl.
Grow up.
Shut up and sit down.
For real. Because, to even go as far as I paid $34 for internet on this flight at 4 a.m. Well.
Why? I don't even know why you paying that much for a red eye.
Girl.
You riding tonight. You finna get on that plane and go to sleep.
Miss First Class, throw the 32 out there. Throw the little $32 and get on your Wi-Fi.
Then that make me think, she said 32 or 3200?
Girl, no, not 3200. She was talking about the Wi-Fi. It was like $30 or so.
Put your AirPods in, get on the Wi-Fi.
My thing is, though, the baby ain't cry that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's at the end of the day, is that not like public transportation? Like, get your jet. That's all I can say. Get your jet if you don't like it.
I didn't like the situation at all. It just didn't give. It disgusted me.
Put the babies in economy.
Yeah, because I love the babies. I love the babies. And the same way that you didn't get on, that you ain't drive to wherever you was going is the same reason she did not put them kids in the car.
Okay.
And drive wherever.
My thing is, get in your notes and rant. Call your best friend and rant. Everything don't need to go on the net. I'm not telling you that you can't be yourself, but if you think that you're going to say off the wall stuff and nobody's ever going to say anything to you, you're wrong. Especially when you go as far as making such a long, extensive thread about these babies who are under, 3 and under. So I really didn't like that, and that's how I feel.
BD.
For real.
No, I just was not a fan of that. I didn't like that at all. So, bye, Chica Boo.
Yeah, see, girl, keep the tweets protected. I don't want to hear it no way.
Okay.
We want to jump into a hot topic.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely jump into a hot topic.
We're jumping into hot topics. Okay. I am I'm in love with what Tiana Taylor is doing.
Yes, absolutely.
Shout out to her.
10 out of 10.
The whole thing for me, I wrote it down, is honor your season. Because we've watched her from Sweet 16
to Siren, and I sound like a siren.
Yes. Yeah. So watching her on TV, doing a lot of music, of course, and just seeing what she's done, like on a creative tip, like I know that she was upset at her numbers. You know, she just had a high expectation for herself, as she should, and I'm not mad at that. But I'm glad that she knew when and how to pivot. Because she's putting on one hell of a show. I love what she did with Lola. I didn't know that they had like less than 48 hours of practice to pull off her Summer Jam performance. And from what I've seen, she did great. And to see two girls from New York, you know, big personality, like be able to do that, you know, and because Tiana came out the gate swinging, and Lola came out the gate swinging.
What's that? Brooklyn and Harlem?
Yeah.
No, Bronx.
Brooklyn.
Okay, Brooklyn.
So I'm like, I'm very happy to see that she, even though some people are upset that she retired from music, because she makes great music, you know, they don't like that. But I'm glad to see that she's still honoring in another way. Like this is bigger than her, the critics, the numbers. Like she's making such an impact, and I love that. I love that.
I like it too. I've always admired Tiana Taylor because she's the person who just never let anyone, I guess, box her in. Yeah. Really. So now to see her do all of these things and choreograph and creative direct like performances, like, well, of course, Lola Brooke, but Summer Walker's recent performance. Oh yeah. That was, to me, that was huge for Summer, because I'm like, girl.
That's how you know she had to be comfortable. Okay. It was like a musical. Like, it gave me like theater, like.
Yeah. And it just went. I think that she does things that fits the artist and it fits their personalities, and it also gives the crowd a show. So I respect that. And then just to show her versatility, especially like Lotto, Summer Walker.
Yeah, because Lotto ate that up too. Was it Coachella?
Coachella.
Yeah, she ate that up. Put it on the floor. Shout out to her.
And Tiana basically debuted that song. Yeah. Because that's when Lotto first had, you know, gave a sneak to it, or just gave that sneak peek.
She premiered it on the stage.
Yeah, so that was that's great. So shout out to Tiana Taylor. I hope this is a fake retirement and that she just comes back when she can, or when she feels like it's another pivot in her life where she has new things going on and things like that. But because I loved dang, what was her name? I don't remember.
Yeah, it definitely.
A Rosen.
Please, no ma'am.
That album, I don't know, KTSE. Keep that same energy. Yes. I love that album. So I just hope that she comes back with some, you know, some new, but just like when she's ready and when the business is right, because she done had some trials and tribulations.
Yeah, I want to work with the aunties.
Period.
So aunties production. It's a Spike Tea joint.
Spike Tea,
for real though. Like, I really want to work with her when she built her compound. In there. Refer back to this video. Okay. Right.
And then the next hot topic, y'all, this was random. I just was scrolling on my phone, but G Herbo talk about he done broke up with Tayana.
Tayana. I'm sure he'll be back.
They always come back. Yeah. But I'm just like, dude, y'all already know how. So who is your PR special? Who is your PR agent? Like,
or they don't care what they say.
Or no, they don't care. I have to realize these are guys too, so they really just. But don't get me G Herbo. You acting like a female talking about I'm single.
Keep your business off the net. Get off your phone, get in the field.
Y'all be getting on the girls putting their business on the net, and here y'all go. I'm single. Ooh, emoji. Like,
emoji. I wish I had a thumbs down. Why are you telling me that?
Leave that off the net.
Right. You not gonna leave that girl alone. Maybe he just want to flirt. You know, get a girl's a reason. Why
what is that? Carisha, please.
No, for real, that is.
Say Carisha, please, because she too messy.
Girl, I ain't gonna worry about G Herbo.
That's just the PSA. Don't say that. Like, just don't do that. If y'all break up, just delete the pictures and let us go by
like 3 months.
Let the shade room say it.
Let it be for real. First of all, be fucking for real.
Okay.
All right. So, yes. Come on, next
Oh,
segment.
me. Oh, okay. So now our business highlights /
Yeah.
events. Now, let's get into it. So by the time y'all see this, it would have already passed. But Nika and I are on a panel this weekend.
Yes.
This Saturday is Carolina Music Events and DJ Coalition. Yeah, so they are hosting it, and it's basically Instinction Music.
Yeah, it's Sync Festival.
Yeah,
they have a whole Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It's the whole weekend. So once y'all see this, y'all should have pulled up. But we're gonna give y'all some, some little insight into what goes on. But I'm excited.
Yeah, we might do like a behind the scenes.
No, we will do a behind the scenes. That's a must.
Just to show them, what happened.
Exactly. And our Carolina Music and Events, that's a good friend of ours. Ty she's great. She's so sweet. But she has a whole page of Carolina music events. It doesn't matter what the city is. It doesn't matter. Whatever's going on, she's posting it.
North Carolina and South Carolina.
Hello. And she's been also doing music promotion and things like that. So make sure y'all tap in. Her Instagram is literally at Carolina Music and Events.
Yeah. Y'all definitely gotta tap in with Ty. If you are an artist and you're not following her, then you're working harder, not smarter.
Yeah.
Because the events are literally in your face.
Hello.
All right, so we got to do the indie song of the week. Mm-hmm. And mine is none other than Loveseat by JRNL. It's not a new song, but I love that song. Written, produced by JRNL.
I love me some JRNL.
Yeah, it's like a love song. Like, y'all got to check him out. It's JRNL. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Want me to send it to you?
Now.
Oh, hook up mine. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Go ahead, pull mine up, too.
I love sneak peek. Okay. I got it. And I'm connected.
Oh, y'all. It's the first episode. We got some real high text.
Now we can drop it right now.
Okay.
I was going to yell a little QR code.
I'm waiting because our songs are completely different. Like,
yes, this is my song.
And just a quickie before the song start. I love JRNL because he produced this whole album on his phone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Come on.
Unwind, try to relax, close your eyes. You ain't got to worry about it, ain't no doubt. You'll be sitting pretty like a Loveseat couch.
Baby, just breathe.
Unwind, try to relax, close your eyes. You ain't got to worry about it, ain't no doubt. You'll be sitting pretty like a Loveseat couch.
Hold on.
You can't stop the wind from blowing, can't stop the birds flying over your head.
All right, that's it. Y'all gotta go download it.
I love him. Yeah. How old is it? He's 21 now? Or
yeah, he's like maybe like 21 or 22. Like,
no, he's 21. Because when I met him, he was turning 20.
Okay, well,
I just can't remember.
He's no older than 22. He started writing a while back. His name is JRNL, JRNL. And he's an amazing producer. He plays different instruments. Like, he's amazing on the keys. And he started recording on his phone, like a cracked iPhone. So, like, definitely support the uprising. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The success, because he's gonna he's a star.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
He definitely is.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And now it's my turn.
Oh yeah.
You gonna pull it up, or I need to connect?
I mean, you can connect if you want to.
Okay, well, teach me how. Teach me how to love. I forgot how the song goes. This one?
Oh no, that's not it.
Disconnect.
It's right there. It's right there.
Oh. That's gonna be my song another day.
Us in the studio.
Don't be surprised.
Banger, this bitch.
Yeah, we dropping we rapping this summer. I got some shit to get off my chest.
Y'all, some like 5 tracks.
Oh look, I was listening.
The girls got something to say.
What's the name? Okay, I was listening to ESCG on the way over here. I'm tripping.
Oh, that's right.
It was. I took long.
You a whole hood nigga,
I'm
and
a whole
I be
gangster.
like Erykah Badu.
No, I'm like that at home when I'm cleaning up. Okay, so y'all, my song of the week is "Go" by lulzac. He just dropped this song. I don't even think it's saved, but I want to say he dropped this song. Okay, May 30th. So it's still fairly new. So a week and a day or something like that. Okay, so here you go.
Go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It
I
be
like it.
hard.
Ain't it? That's
Let's
like,
go, let's go, let's go.
Ooh.
Go.
I like lulzac
Let's
though.
go, let's go, let's go.
And it's the first line that got me.
I would love to hear free.
She a boss bitch, pull her own scam, crack her own car. Charlotte hustle, she do anything, she just won't crawl. She said she love a nigga, baby, let me see it. Take the charge then, kick her out the spot, cause she ain't nothing like her best friend. Picked her up from work and took her home and beat
You baby
her.
wanna hear one of these?
Charlotte know I'm gangster and I'm with it, I don't give a
Alright.
fuck. Lil' mama,
Y'all go check out lulzac.
Yeah,
That's my dog.
for sure. I'm like, well, hold on, who made the beat?
That's what I'm like, the summer jams coming through though.
They are.
Like this summer.
I need a Nola hit, some bounce
What?
music, like real.
You know who I think gonna drop it?
Super bad. Oh, Santana. I'm not mad. What a sheesh. I like that one.
But Santana, let's talk about it. Quick little segment. Santana, even when he dropped "Walking Like a Dog," that was a wham.
Yeah.
That was a whammy.
He dropped for the girls.
Yeah,
I
he
wish I could
always
say it
dropped
like
for the
that.
girls.
The girls.
The girls.
I've heard.
All right. Oh gosh.
Already?
All right. So, y'all, our last segment that we just gonna step into real quick is our lesson of the day. So, our lesson of the day, what would you say is yours, Miss Nika?
I would say don't stop. Like, keep going. It may not
out my
make
head.
sense in the moment, but believe that everything is compiling into a bigger picture. I always be saying life is like a puzzle with no picture and no edge pieces. Can you imagine how hard that is? You know, you just having to figure out as you go, like picking the pieces up.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they all make for a bigger picture. So, like, keep going, honor your seasons. If you need rest, rest. If you know it's time to go hard, go hard. If you're uncomfortable, too bad. Like, you got to shake that off. Like, because you can't let the devil, okay? Because one thing about it, me and my household, we going to serve the Lord. So don't let the devil get in the way because he's going to try to distract you. You just got to keep going. Shit going to happen. Life going to life. You got to keep going. Sink or swim, you better not drown.
What Thug say? Horses don't stop. They keep going.
Yeah, I got that written on my blackboard at home. Not my blackboard, it's a whiteboard. But yeah, I do. Digit. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. Shout out to Young Thug. Free my boy.
Free.
First thug.
All right, but for me personally, my thing was like it really ties to the same thing. Like God don't give you no vision that can't be obtained. Like you can stand firm on what you want out of life, stand firm on your ideas, because this was something we was just talking about on the side, and we right here. So everything happens for a reason, and we are literally walking in the foundation that we set a year ago.
Writing stuff down, just having conversations and writing it down.
That's the lesson. Be intentional. The lesson is be intentional. That's what I'm gathering. Just be intentional in anything that you want to do, because nothing that you want to do is impossible. It's just about how hard you want to work for it.
Yeah. So, if you really want to go for it, because there's a lot of people who, well, my daddy said, he was like, a dream is only a dream if you sleep on it.
Hello.
I'm like, hold on, daddy. Shout out to my daddy.
Hello.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, keep going and be intentional, and those are our lessons. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So y'all, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all catch us on YouTube. We'll be on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Every platform that you can find a podcast on, we'll be there. So make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah, tap in with Convos with Creatives. Bye.